What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I wanted to try something a little bit different. Saying no Etsy shop or anything like that. Editing a photograph I did not too long ago of the Day of the Dead. This is the original one. Well, it's the edited version one, and then this is what it was before and after. I thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys how I did it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, I used a lot of Lightroom's mask. Most of this was done in Lightroom, so for a journey. So let's dive right in. So let's go here. Let's go hit D for the develop tool, and then it's way underexposed. So I always like to bring it up. Get rid of this side right there. Bring it up. With the new AI masking tools in Lightroom, it makes selecting your subject so much easier. So this is what I've been kind of doing. So I got it there. I always like to select subject. And it does a really amazing job. I don't like this part over here. So let's go subtract. I'll just go brush. And I'll just subtract this mask a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then I like to invert mask because I want to darken out the background. So let's go darken it. I'm just trying to have the people pop, and then you can always go back and then duplicate mask and invert because I want the people or the subjects, so I can bring up the shadows. Subject, and I'm really liking it. And the original photo, let me get out of here real quick, is this original photo is more orange, which I really like because it kind of went with marigolds right here. So I thought we could which I did, I would went back into the mask photo and just warmed it up to try and match the color. And I'm still not liking the background here, so let's drop it down more. I want to remove the people as much as possible. And this kid's head's kind of driving me nuts too, because I think they're taking a photograph with these kids and they're not part of the people wearing the costume. So I might go into Photoshop and remove them. So we'll see. Then I still want to go back. I want more orange in her face because I really liked it. And then, all right, that's good for now. And then I really like this red, so I want to make the red pop as much as possible. Bring up some clarity because of the texture in the mask he's wearing. This is really cool. Maybe a little dehaze. And I only go a little bit on these sliders just because they really affect everything. If you really crank it up, it becomes really, really edited looking, and that's not the look we're going for here today. So I go no more than 10, so like 9. And then bring up the vibrance. I really don't want, I do vibrance because I don't want to affect the people's skin color, skin texture, or the colors in their skin. If you bring up the saturation, it gets all blotchy like that, and that's not the look I'm going for. So I will bring up, yeah, I like it right there. And I always go down all that. I start with basic, tone curves, color mixer. That's kind of where that's where I was hoping for, because I really want this color. So if you're like, there's a little slider right here, you click on it and you hover and you click whatever color you want. You can bring up the saturation or bring it down. But here, so it's easy to select whatever color you want and slowly bring up the red too. So it's kind of nice. And let's do it before and after right now. Before, super dark. I underexposed it because I knew with most of these mirrorless cameras now, you can underexpose and really bring up the shadows later. If you overexpose, there's no way. It's very hard to bring back the highlights or bring back the exposures when it's overexposed. So I always undershoot and I can bring it back and edit. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And that's just my rule of thumb. I usually try to aim for the underexposed and overexposed. So, and before and after, I see this thing right here. My eye keeps on getting drawn to it and it's driving me nuts. So let's go and fix that. That would be Q. Yeah, right here, the map. I just want to clone stamp it out. Q for the clone stamp or eraser tool. A remove tool, I'm sorry. And I just go like here, click on it. And gone. And I always like to take out those kind of distractions that your eye kind of goes to. So that's usually the first thing. You know, you can always back out too. Like, where does your eye draw? I want it to be drawn to the people, to the subject. So that's kind of where I like to focus my attention to. All right, I don't got rid of that. I go here. And I still want more orange, so let's go to like overall orange maybe. Overall, you know, I've only brought up the exposure because I wanted the background darkened and I want to keep the details in their face. So I haven't even tried this like this, the shadow slider, but it did bring up a lot of texture in the suit and even here, which I really like. So let's leave that. Let's bring the, nope, let's go right here. I actually really like that because it shows the details in the dark of the suit and her fur of her dress right there. Let's zoom in a little bit. You can see nice detail everywhere. I'm absolutely in love with this photo. And then I can just bring up the clarity maybe a little bit more. Not too much, just enough. And then the dehaze kind of brings out the atmosphere, so I don't really need that. So let's just keep on. But the background's better. It's this, the kid's head right here is driving me nuts. So this is, on the original photo, I took into Photoshop and used a content aware fill to see what the generative. So in Photoshop, I would like to maybe take out this kid's head. And with the generative AI features and Photoshop now, it's really easy to do. So let's bring this over. I'm actually kind of happy. I always like to do most of my edits in Lightroom, and if I have to clone stamp something out or do something more, like this kid's head just doesn't really fit because of the crop, I will take it into Photoshop. So I'm pretty happy the way it is right now. I'm not going to do too crazy. I just wanted to get the people out of the background, that because I was kind of distracting. See, that's kind of just this is all that's distracting to me. And then bring back the texture and light to the exposure to the subjects. But this is driving me nuts. So let's bring this into Photoshop real quick. Edit Photoshop. And it's really simple with the new tools of the generative AI. Nice simple edit. All right, I always just old habit, Command J, duplicate. Then I can turn this off. That's just in case I have to go back. It's easier instead of hitting undo a bunch of times. Because I want to make this a big bouquet of red roses. Let's just do generated fill and see what happens. Generate, see what happens. If not, I can go back and put a prompt in. Each time it's gonna be a little bit different, which I really do like that part. That's not actually bad, but I want red roses. Red roses. See what happens. I'm actually kind of even happy with that. I'd get rid of this and this because it's a little distracting, but actually, that's not that bad. Let's go back here. I'll leave it and I'll make it match it that color. Generate fill, generate, and then there's this little piece right here I don't like. Yeah. Just get rid of this. fill. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the selection of what it's given me. But you know, you never know. It is AI. Still not giving me one. Alright, let's just do a clone stamp then. Clone stamp, original layer. Just... Where's my iPad? Go to the remove tool. Why aren't you going away? All right. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go here. Just get rid of this. All right, one. Bring this in a little bit so they're centered. That's beautiful. Oh, actually, let's go a little bit higher. Like that. And I want to take this back into Photoshop. So we'll save it. I really want to bring this red bouquet to match this. All right, save. Let's go back into Lightroom. And then this red bouquet, let's bring up. Let's go here. Radial gradient, nice and simple. Bring up the shadows, highlight. Get rid of that. Before, after. White. Actually, I really like that. It was a pretty simple edit to fix, or to bring, to do. I'm really happy with this. And then I would just export it, and that would be it. So I know it was a little rough patch, but this was a fun video to make. I just really enjoyed this couple. I got to photograph a Day of the Dead in LA a couple months ago. And I just just felt like this was a cool experience for the whole family. But just being able to be there, see the culture, and being able to photograph these amazing people with amazing makeup. This makeup is not easy. People have tons of face paint, which is really cool to see. And just the fact that I was there and I got to photograph it. It did rain, so that was kind of dampered the mood, but it worked out perfectly. It was a beautiful celebration. So until next time, I'm Travis. Thank you for checking in and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.